Hola.
We're back. It is another episode of Condo Conversations with me, Miss Christy Miles Pearson, and today I'm with a very special guest. So, just to give you guys some background, which you know I like to do, when I lived in Chicago, I was sitting in class. I think it was consumer studies or something. I remember the teacher.
Textiles.
Duh. Fashion school graduates. And so I was sitting in class in the back of the classroom, and there was this guy, and I was like,
I came in late.
Who is this guy?
I came in late.
But we instantly connected, and so we talked. Long story short, I said, give me your number. What's your number? We'll hang out. He said 502. I said, excuse me? 502.
Yes.
And I was like,
Kentucky?
wait a minute. That's Kentucky. I'm 812. He's 502.
I was like, Indiana?
And there we were in Chicago.
Like, oh, best friend.
And since then, we've been kicking it tight. But
Kicking it.
so he used to do my relaxers when we lived in Chicago. He
Pressed
used to do my
the
nails.
hell out of her hair.
Gave me a bop, bop.
I mean, her bob was everything.
Everything. And then he was like, you know what? Let's go natural.
Wait a minute.
Is that a lie?
Yes, because Miss Kern, your mama's going to watch this, and I need for there to be, like...
Clear understanding of me going natural.
Dante didn't suggest anything. Dante just gave you the keys to do this. Natural was all Christy's idea. I just helped her along. There you go, Miss Karen. Wasn't me.
So I went natural, and Dante, we did sew-ins, and he kind of gave me the freedom to just be like
Try new things.
This bad A girl who could just go out there and try different hairstyles, because I never did before.
I mean, she did. She had pictures of like, she was a roller wrap girl.
I was a roller wrap girl.
bob, make sure her edges was right. That was the gist of it.
Woo!
Me, on the other hand, I love roller wraps. I love flat irons. I love body full hair. I love natural hair, braids, locks, everything. So, and plus you're a woman, so y'all get that option of switching your look up without anybody saying anything.
Well, guys can switch the look up now.
Not really.
Well, it depends on what city you're in.
True.
Anyway, long story short, we have been friends now for a billion years.
Like a decade and two.
And I was just like, I kept seeing him create these looks on Facebook, and I was like, you need to be out there. Like, people need to know about what you're doing, because I've never seen anyone make a wig. And so it was like, here you are, everybody's going out and buying these wigs at these hair shops, when you have somebody, doing real human hair wigs in his home studio. And so I was like, we got to book you on. We got to get you, and we got to make sure
brush.
that
Yes,
everybody
brush.
knows.
Brush. Bing.
That everybody knows.
Bing.
What?
Hair.
Yes. That everybody knows, like, how to take care of their hair, how to take care of their wigs, how to take care of their sew-ins, their extensions. And then we're going to get into some little tea about who is out there perpetrating the fraud and saying that they don't have extensions in Hollywood, when we all know pink hair does not grow out of your scalp, boo-boo.
Neither is platinum blonde. Ever.
Who we talking about?
30 inches and healthy.
Never. Especially when you go back to back dyeing your hair.
Yeah, like if that's a thing that irks me the most, because I deal with a lot with clients. You see these individuals on TV, and you see them that one week they might be platinum blonde, and the next week they might be like a golden shimmery champagne, and then they go dark brown, and they go red. They have a team of stylists, and that team of stylists normally comes with all the accoutrements necessary to do whatever look they're trying to achieve. So if she's platinum blonde, they've probably like prepped her firsthand to make her real hair blonde, and then they've added extensions to make it look like it's blonde.
So do they actually dye her hair?
Yeah, like sometimes
they dye up here.
Yeah, they dye, and then like her natural hair.
They do like tracks.
And then they add like, and it literally is tracks. Sometimes it's you can sew it in, glue it in, or tape it in. And then you have individuals that you can actually put in like micro braids.
So let's talk about what you have on your head right now. So this is one of his custom wigs. And you guys, it feels like butter. Like
butter, baby.
So what did you do to treat this hair?
This hair, it came in like a dark brown, which is like a 2, like a natural brown. I have facial hair, so it gets caught everywhere. And I colored it. I basically highlighted it, low lighted it, balayaged, ombre. I did all of them together to get a look that basically kind of reflects the light, but also looks natural, and it looks like, you know, I maybe had highlights at one point in time, then I got balayage, and then I got ombre, and like it's a combination, so you get like multi-dimensional tonal hair.
Multi-dimensional tonal hair.
Plus,
so let's.
I'm sorry. Plus, I like showing that, you know, we can wear these colors as well.
We as in who? Brown folks?
Us melanated folks.
Melanated. Yeah. But I think it's really interesting because you can make them to fit the woman's head instead of y'all going to the store and doing a one size fits all. They don't. And that's why the Real Housewives of Atlanta look.
Oh. I mean, look, we've had conversations about this, and I'm going to be as forthcoming and honest as I can be without
throwing shade
and without like knocking the hairdressers, because we all are, you know, artists.
Even though the hairstylist can say one thing, as a hair girl, I love some hair. I can be like, oh, but this does not look right.
Yeah, it's not doing.
That's not where my hairline starts. So let's be a little bit more realistic about what we doing.
I mean, are we gonna talk about the Real Housewives?
Well, we're not.
Okay.
Well, we can, but why would we?
Go back to it. Yeah.
Why would we waste our time on them?
I mean, we can. I have time to spare.
A little bit of time. Anyway, let's talk about this hair.
Okay.
So we have three heads here. So we have this girl here, and is this a wet wash and go?
This is like wet and wavy. It's a body wave. If you condition her, she's a little rough because she's been traveling and the wind has like tossed her around. But if you condition her, you can condition her, you can color her, you can curl her, style her just like you would your real hair.
So wait, when you wash it, it gets wavy.
Wavier,
and then you can flat iron it.
And you can flat iron it, like this hair texture here. This is the same hair texture.
Oh.
So like literally, this is what she looks like like without heat, and this is what she looks like when I flat on her.
So let's talk about like fitting a wig. So when you do the wigs, talk about how it's important to make sure that the part is looking right. So talk about that. Like if you have a bald head.
Yeah,
so you can take this off.
I'm bald underneath here. Like,
so this is what he looks like. Ta-da!
Bing! See, look.
Bald. All that.
All that, no hair.
So your part looked just natural and fine, right?
Yeah. It's the way the material is set up.
And that's like a net, right?
Yeah, it's like a lace net. The way the material is set up is that it creates a part. And usually what I do is like after
sit her down.
A client tells me what they want, like they explain to me the look they're going for, I'll go in and I might clean up the part a little bit more so it looks, I like precise parts. I don't like the wavy ones.
How do you get a precise part?
Practice. Like if ever I'm watched doing hair, I concentrate. I don't talk. I don't gossip with my clients. It's the hair.
Yeah.
And the end result. So I usually like part really.
But what if she has a lot of hair? Do you part the hair, or how do you create that imaginary part if they have a head full of hair like I do?
Oh, if they already have a head full of hair, usually you have two procedures you can do. You can literally take it and braid the hair.
Braid it back.
And like straight cornrows, like a thin one.
Ooh. And
what you part, wherever your part is, like if you want your part to be centered, off-centered on this side, that's where you would part your halo. That's where you would part your hair, and then the wig, you would set the wig directly over the part that you made between the braids, so it looks like skin.
So that's number one.
That's one way.
Number two.
Another way is to literally get a stocking cap that is your shade.
Oh, what?
But here is the catch.
Catch
Everyone's scalp is lighter than their actual skin tone because our scalp is covered with hair.
So don't go with the black stocking cap.
Don't go with the black stocking cap. If you're my complexion, don't go with the darkest brown. You need to go like 2 shades up because our scalp doesn't receive sunlight.
That's true.
So it's lighter than the rest of our skin.
That's true. That sounds good. So with that being said, one of the things that I feel like is important is that everything that you do to your own hair, roller wrap, conditioners, trims, you should be doing to the wig.
You can, usually the way it works.
Unless you have enough money to keep getting wigs.
Bingo. Now that's the thing. Most of us are like conscious of wigs now because of reality TV shows.
Is it reality TV shows or is it just pop culture in general?
Honestly,
because they've been wearing wigs since the days of the Supremes.
They've been wearing wigs since the days of the Egyptians.
They've been wearing wigs since the days of
literally since human
life.
Beings knew that they were envious.
Did they
of
really
someone
powder
else's
wigs
hair.
back then? Like
Yeah, they
George,
did.
why did they powder the wigs?
Because
Oil?
It would no, actually, it would kind of counteract the smell. They weren't that clean back then. You know, body odor was not
Maria
seen
Antoinette
as was probably
yes, baby powder, talcum powder.
She was a swampy mess.
Because they didn't have antiperspirants and
then all
they didn't
the
have
clothing
herbal essences. No
bathing
Pantene,
was seen as like something
no
that only
Dove.
none of that. You had more access to the natural elements of, like the butters and
Musty.
things. But yeah, musty was a typical smell that kind of was covered with perfume and things.
Ugh.
But yeah, wigs have been around for a long
Remember
time.
the Supremes used to wear wigs?
Yes, I love them.
But I feel like now it's like with me, I do the same hairstyle essentially every day, but that's my look. And I feel like there are people out there who have a look, but like, when the seasons change and when my mind changes, I want to be able to just change my hair. And when we lived in Chicago, we did a lot of weaves
a lot of different texture, so you could see what you look like. I firmly believe that because women have the ability to change their look whenever they want to, you might have to deal with the judgment of other women.
Maybe.
But you don't really have to worry about that. It is completely feasible for you all to be every woman.
So if I come through one day
and want to be a blonde bombshell,
I was just about to say, and want to be a blonde,
you can do that.
I might do it. But I feel like it's harder in small towns. So let's end with this until we do a part 2. I feel like it's harder in small towns to pull off an exotic look, an exotic look, if they don't have like the self-esteem to carry it off.
That's the one thing I always tell my clients. I will not do anything to your hair that I don't feel like you're confident enough to wear. It's hard to start a trend.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And it requires you to have a certain amount of confidence to know. This is why I say wearing wigs are a good thing.
Okay.
You need to know what you look like.
Absolutely.
You need to know, if it fits you, if you can pull it off. And usually that comes with trying first.
Yes.
It doesn't come from you just taking a picture and putting on a wig. You have to try it out. And then once you try it out, you see that it fits you.
Yeah.
And then that way you can go in different directions with your style.
Okay, so everybody, you've seen the video. You've heard us talk about the wigs. Where can they get a wig?
Honestly, with me, you can either find my business page on Facebook. It's called Dramatic with a Q, not a C.
Spell it out, because nowadays.
D-A-R, wait a minute, D-R-A.
D-R-A.
D-R-A-M-A-T-I-Q. Den Designs, like D-E-S-I-G-N-S Designs. Like
Okay, and then where can they follow you if they want to just see the creations that you come up with?
Tavius Baby on Instagram.
Tavius.
And then Dante Lawson on Facebook. And then I think I'm on Snapchat. I think I'm the Hair Main on there, or the Hair Slayer. M-A-Y-N-E.
See, why would that be difficult?
Because I like to be different. If you see a black guy with blue hair, like facial hair, and
it's a Bitmoji, right?
Yeah, it's a Bitmoji. That's me. That'll be me.
Okay. Well, we're gonna.
Or you can contact me through Christy.
I mean, because I know the people who know the things that are happening in the world today. But seriously, this is why I wanted to talk to you. We're going to do a part 2 right now, right after this, when we have more time. Because I think it's important, for one, people are damaging their hair. And you don't have to damage your hair just because you change it up all the time. You can change up your hair and still practice healthy hair at the same time. You have to practice good wig care.
Good hair maintenance.
Good hair maintenance.
Because if the foundation isn't right, there's nothing to build on. I mean, it's the truth.
Blank, blank.
And the thing that I encounter a lot, and it's so sad because a lot of people don't realize exactly how beautiful their hair is. It's a psychological thing. So most of the damage is because the self-worth isn't where it needs.
Let's not go too deep, but that's right.
It's not where it needs to be. So if you neglect things you don't care about.
That's how I feel about nails and
If you don't take care of them, or if you neglect them, you don't care about them, you're not going to waste your time making sure it's right.
Can I get a high five?
And this is coming from a bald man who has no hair follicles because Mother Nature said, ha, I'm going to be petty.
Which is funny because no hair follicles, but he's a hairstylist. We'll be right back in like 2 seconds. for the part 2 of Condo Conversations with hairstylist Dante Lawson and me, Christy Miles Pearson.
Wine.